Okay, I've been playing DC Universe off and on, which is a fantastic little excursion from reality if you are into that kind of thing. And at the same time, I've been dilemmatizing about how to scold the family dog. You wouldn't think the two things are linked, but they are. This also hit me, or sprung up, as I was thinking about my argument with this discussion with the fellow therapist I have on belief and evidence and reality. First off, DC Universe. DC Universe, you play a superhero. You get to pick your powers and how it looks, and whether he flies or if he can climb, or what kind of superpowers you have. You get to pick those. And when you're walking or flying through one of the cities in DC Universe, you see superheroes all the time. You look down and you see bad guys and thugs, if you're playing good, beating up the innocent and doing bad things generally, and you see a superhero swoop down and save the day. All the time. It happens all the time. That's the point of the game. You're a superhero, there's other superheroes in there with you, so you're always seeing this interaction between superheroes and mere mortals. I think you're starting to see where this is going. Now, the dog, the family dog. Fantastic dog. Black lab, looked like pit bull or something mix. Big, thick black lab. And he is extremely passive, and he normally stays inside the yard all the time. Recently, he's been wandering during the day into the rest of the neighborhood, and other neighbors have been bringing him back to us, and I thank them for that. But the problem is, by the time I get home, he's already home in the house or in the yard, and I need to figure out how to scold him or how to teach him to stay in the yard for his own protection, own safety. As a benevolent owner, God, to the dog, I am looking out for his best interest. He can get run over, stolen, something could happen outside the yard. But if I come home and he's lying peacefully in the yard, and my stepson or my dad or somebody tells me that he was caught down the street, if I come up to him as he's laying there peacefully and just beat the tar out of him, he's going to have no idea why he's being beaten. All he knows is his master is unhappy and is beating the crap out of him to show his displeasure. How do I combine these things? One of the main reasons, probably the main reason I'm an atheist, isn't because the Bible is totally full of holes and makes no sense, although partially. The reason is there's no daily reminders, there's no monthly reminders, there's nothing in my daily life that proves to me or shows me what's right and wrong, or that there is even a God or angels or archangels or the entire character of the Bible. All the characters, the people with wings and what have you. All the characters of the Bible. If I was to be driving down the street and see somebody, say a gay couple, two men kissing, and an angel came down and smote them, I would go, that's not something you see every day, unless it was. But I would see that activity and go, oh, what were they doing? What were they doing that I haven't been doing? Because I'm not smitten yet. I haven't been smited. The angel was really pissed at them for doing something. And the logical conclusion at that point, they were homosexual, and they were showing affection towards each other in a way that the rule book said not to, and they got smited. Oh shit, don't do that. Gotcha. I'm seeing an action, and I'm seeing a repercussion that is something for me to follow. I can then see and change my actions should I have ever thought about doing that. Now imagine that you have that same gay couple and they live most of their lives happy and content and have wonderful events. And at the end, one of them catches AIDS, or they both catch AIDS and die a horrible death. A Christian comes along and said, well, that's God teaching them a lesson. I equate that to the exact same thing as coming home, seeing the family dog Nico laying in the yard peacefully, and just beating the shit out of him for something he did a while ago. He has no idea, or the gay couple has no idea why they're being punished at that point. There was no intervening issues. The rules for the dog have been set. He knows he's not supposed to go out of the yard. You can see the guilt in his eyes when you look at him and he's starting to go and he turns back around. But when we're not there, or he sees no reason not to, he's going to do it. We're very similar. Unless we see a repercussion that is detrimental to us, we're going to do an action that we see as pleasurable or beneficial to ourselves or to someone we love. So, like the DC universe, I would become a believer. I would be a believer in whatever deity was presenting itself. If I was walking around and saw angels swoop down and, catch somebody before they fall, God blessed them and saved them. Or an angel swoops in and pulls a child out of the street before it gets hit by a car. Wow. I could see how that angel, they're looking out for him or her. And then if I saw a mugger running away and an angel put his foot out and tripped the mugger so he breaks his face and the cops catch him, it's like, oh, he was impeding or impeding that progress of the person doing a bad thing. I could see how that doing that would be bad. You would see cause and effect. Do something bad, you would see the detriment. But it's so far removed from this reality that there's no way I can believe it. I see horrible people doing horrible things and living a long and prosperous life. And maybe dying, at the end with a little bit of pain, but we all do. And I see extremely good, honest, caring people die in the most horrible ways. And in every case, at the end, religious people are telling me, well, God's showing them. Or God works in mysterious ways. He doesn't have to. He didn't used to. And until that changes, the stories in the Bible are parables at the best. Out and out manipulative bullshit at the worst. And I can't decide which one.